I'll let you with the Betsy's on.
Yeah. Yep. We're here live in the studio. It's KFNX, 1100 AM, Entrepreneur Show. Yeah, I know. Hold on. No, just wait.
I want pink cuffs.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I'm in the studio with Heidi Jenkins.
Yeah, we need pinks.
Yeah.
Pink muff cup.
Here we go. Hello, hello, hello. This is Dr. Kim here live in the studio. This is the Entrepreneur Talk Radio Show, and this is Independent Talk 1100 KFNX. Thank you. It is another sunny, beautiful, cool day here in downtown Phoenix, Arizona. I'm here in the studio with my girl, Heidi Jenkins. What's up, Clarissa?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Is everybody ready for a great day?
I am.
I know. I'm ready.
You're looking beautiful today.
So are you.
Thank you. Amen.
I know. Hallelujah. Praise Jesus.
The amen couldn't say it better.
I know.
Today is Phenomenal Black Business Women Day. Now, you may hear some little mutter. Micah Amir is trying to help us to grow into better, phenomenal business women. But we're here today, and we're talking about phenomenal Black business women. In the month of, what is this, February? Yeah, what is that?
February 24th?
25th.
25th.
Yeah, we're in the...
Great month has gone by quick, huh?
Yes, it has.
Black History Month.
Black History. Yes. Power to the people.
Power.
Yes. So really what we're here doing is we're celebrating the accomplishments of phenomenal entrepreneuring Black women, specifically here in Arizona, but across the country. Do you know a lot of entrepreneurs, Heidi?
Yes, I do.
You do?
I do. I know a bunch of them. I'm very proud of them.
Yes, you are. You know a lot of people, though.
Yes.
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
I can't help it. You know, I get around.
I know, well.
Well, I want to know what the people know.
I know, but before I get into what the people know, I want to start off by saying that phenomenal Black businesswoman is a term that I've used to kind of put together a theory of women in our community as entrepreneurs pushing our community forward. But going back, we had a conversation about this morning, Heidi.
Yes.
We're talking about the Bible and the Eve issue.
Yes.
Eve being, the first woman was a woman of color.
Right.
Would have been Eve.
Yes.
And her being the one to bring the sin in, it would seem most suiting for her to be the one, or her
predecessor?
Yes, her, us, her girls,
yes,
to bring in the new era. Yes.
Yes, me.
How do you feel about that? I mean, do you kind of...
I think she should have never ate off the apple, because then I wouldn't be going through this menopause right now. And life would be a whole lot easier,
Without menopause?
Yes.
Yeah, you say that because you're going through it.
Big carrying, like kangaroos.
Yes.
It would be a nice to see the opposite side.
Yes, definitely, definitely.
And then Amir would be with his daddy.
Yeah, I know. In a perfect world.
And we'd be off.
Instead, everybody gets to see Amir.
Yeah.
So,
that's good.
That is.
Because he's cute.
Yes. So my goal today is to celebrate phenomenal women that are doing something in our community. And the start is that if Eve could bring us down, us could bring us back up. We have. And as women, we have statistically been proven to be the #1 entrepreneur in the market right now in America.
Yes. And the scare.
Yes. The #1 in the job market. So there are more women in the job market. And it's not to say that one is better or worse. That's not it at all.
Not at all.
It's not to say that one can accomplish something that the other one can't.
Yes, they can.
They can? How so?
Because it's the mind and the motivation.
Yes.
It's the mindset and the motivation. And a lot of times, people just don't have it. They're looking for it. They don't know which direction they want to go with. And most of the time, African American women, we know what we want.
Yes.
But part of the time, we're told we can't do it.
Well, I think when I'm talking...
And that's what I love.
That we do it.
Because we achieve it.
Yes.
With all the no's.
Yes, definitely. It makes it a little harder.
It makes it greater at the end, though.
Yes, it does.
It does.
It does.
I smile on.
Yes. And I love the fact that when everyone has stopped listening to women, Black women specifically, and I say that because we've been waging a war about, income or the wages of women, and that battle was silent. I mean, it was silently waged, and no one really stood up. I mean, if there's more of us as entrepreneurs, more of us in business, with employment, there should have been more of us at the polls to get those numbers through so that the wage laws would have been adjusted.
The polls, come on now, that was a clown fest. There was no real election this year. It was just one dummy up against another dummy, and that's why I didn't even vote. I didn't. I'm sorry. I couldn't be a part of this craziness.
Well, that's why Heidi. That's why.
That's my political opinion.
You do. That is your political opinion.
Yes, it is. That's my political opinion. Anybody went out and vote for monkey number 1 or monkey number 2, I'm not going to say anything. You just did part of the circuit.
Okay, so, being that I'm a Phoenix politics girl, this is what I say about that. If you don't show up at the polls, you voted. So by not showing up at the polls and voting appropriately, you voted for the wrong, because that's what came in.
No, but I campaigned, and I got other people out there to vote and vote in the right direction.
Okay.
I just didn't feel right about voting, especially here in Phoenix.
How could you say that? We've had millions of our people die for the right to vote. And I
understand. That's what I'm saying. And we had the right to have somebody sane.
That's true. Okay, you're right. Okay.
And capable, and not participate in something that was like, it was like a laugh.
Well, I heard that.
That's what I'm saying. How many people died for that right to vote? And you feel like, why would I wait to waste my vote?
Well, that's the problem that I have, is because there is no such thing as a wasted vote except one that's not made.
Oh, yeah.
When you really get to understand the battle of not just us getting here, but the years of lost history of who we are. No, I'm not talking to you, and I'm not talking to you. This isn't to you, Heidi. Okay. See, I just don't want, Heidi's different because she is a community activist. So if others are hearing this and they're fighting that battle of, that's why I didn't vote. The problem is when it comes to being a phenomenal black woman, you have to show up at the polls. So I don't know if you've been watching, we've got Audrey Jenkins, Real Woman Revealed. She's part of our crew, and she is a commissioner. She recently became a commissioner, but I knew her before, and I'm so proud that she's taken that opportunity to hold herself out in the community and stand up for something. As women, I think it's very, very hard. Yeah, we do deal with a lot of people that disbelieve us, but who cares who does not believe you? I mean, the truth is, who cares if you don't show up at the polls? If you do, it's important to show up. However, irregardless of what you do, you need to show up. Yes. But the change does not happen just at the polls.
It doesn't.
The change happens in the community. The change happens at the job. The change happens in the doctor's office. It happens everywhere else except at the polls, because all you're doing right there is voting. You're literally just deciding.
Right.
So nothing has gone on until they start working.
Exactly. And I found out that I sent in a late vote.
Yeah.
3 days later, they still hadn't even counted it.
Yeah, we could that's what Phoenix politics is about, Heidi. That's
tomorrow.
Okay, so
we'll catch up tomorrow.
So I'm going to give you just a few. I mean, we're going to go on a break in a couple minutes, but before, I really want to talk about what the premise of this show is. So I think in a world where our economy and our communities are in need of more jobs, more opportunities, programs that connect schools, community resources, and families, women have the opportunity to change the game. I've seen, and I want to give a few examples of some women that I've seen. I've seen women who I've known and worked with and assisted them that started out saying, I just lost my job. Don't know exactly which direction I'm going to go, but I need to do something, Kim. Can you help me? Yes, definitely. And we moved their businesses forward. One of my colleagues went from changing jobs to being the #1 female entrepreneur of the year. And it's possible. And she's now employing people. Pat Gillum, Sisterhood. Yes. Sisterhood Extravaganza. Yes. I mean, she's like the premise of this whole movement and this show, mainly because I saw the growth that she went through simply because we all believed in her. And I saw that she didn't need our belief, but by having it, it helped to propel her forward. But her movement was about women uniting.
It would have been nice to have women like you guys around when I was doing all this years and years ago.
Really? There weren't women like this?
No.
I think because I call it the Soul Sister movement is occurring now.
Right now.
Yeah,
it
right now.
Wasn't before, it really wasn't.
Yes. And the call is, that when I go places and I've seen other sisters that do not speak when I'm looking at you to speak, the call is that we as sisters need to unite. There should not be one of us that sees another and not responds with a hello, sister.
They stare at you and then they roll their eyes and then you go to say hi to them and by that time they're walking away.
Yeah, and that's what's
I want to respond. Come here. Come back here.
Yes.
Don't you run from me.
Yes, because we need each other.
Right.
And so as we, yes.
I want to know what you think and the opinions of others.
Yes.
You know, and I'll chase them down and ask them.
Well, the truth is, irregardless of whether I know your opinion, as sisters, nothing else, we should have a smile for each and every one of us.
Yes.
You should have an opening, warm heart and a smile on your face when you see one of us. I don't care if there's 20 of us in a row. We are sisters. It is time for us to unite. Stop playing the games. We can move forward 5,000 times faster with us together. And we are the largest market contributor in America.
We control it.
So if the money is in our pocket, then the smiles need to be on our faces and we need to acknowledge each other.
It's in our mind.
Yes. We are sisters in a movement together. Don't go anywhere. This is Dr. Kim and Amir.
And Heidi.
And Heidi. Yeah, and Heidi Jenkins. Go, girl.
Hey.
Hey. Don't go anywhere. And if you want to get in on the conversation, it's 602-277-KFNX. That's 602-277-5369. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Give us a call.
Yeah. I don't even think we're
That's so funny. What's up, Amir? What's up? What's up? You gotta talk to us. Come on now. You gonna get your 2 seconds. What's up?
Oh my gosh.
What you need?
And he was asleep.
Come here. Are you gonna get up here? Well, get up here. What are you asking for? We're on the air. See,
He's just talking to. I'm like, oh my gosh.
But you can't. You
Okay,
gotta,
so
you
if
gotta
you didn't
talk.
see, Amir was on the
now,
mic the whole
okay?
time.
Okay, right now
I
you
mean,
gotta be quiet.
but my
You
whole
gotta
goal
talk. We're
is
gonna
that
bring
we
it
as
up.
women need to support each other. We
Yeah.
need to find a way to. Oh my goodness. Oh, here you go, Heidi. Here, Heidi. You can't see Heidi. I'll turn Heidi to you. But as women, we can do so much together, and we stand so divided. The problem isn't about who's in this group and who's in this clique. The reality is we have millions of children, we have millions of women, millions of families who need what we have to offer. And if we're so busy fighting against each other instead of standing together, we can't accomplish the things that we need to accomplish. Jehovah has given us a task, and the task is very easy. It's first to love one another. And as women, we find that the hardest. We should never be judgmental of each other because we know the challenges and the journeys that each of us have gone through. And we know that there's things that we haven't gone through together. But the truth of the matter is, what you need, I got. What I need, you got. We need each other. And when it comes to business, you cannot go far at all, if anywhere, without standing with a team. And as women, and specifically as black women, me and Heidi said we're going to start doing that. Everywhere I go and I'm seeing sisters, I'm going to start making them acknowledge me. How can we ever call ourselves to be activists, community members, mothers, if we're not acknowledging the queen in each and every one of us? As you're watching these shows, I mean, we're going to go back on the air, but as you're watching this, we each have something to offer. I mean, I have a lot to offer each one of you women who should be doing something for yourselves and your communities, and it should be something about entrepreneurism. Yep. You should somehow or another have a business in your mind that you are working if you are not already working it. Yep. And if and then when you need some help, as you'll see along the season, that's what we're here to do, and you can kind of figure out what's next. Yeah. You're full?
I need a spoon.
Oh, I don't have a spoon.
I can't find my spoon.
Yeah. And I think I really wanted to point out, I know some of you guys are watching, so I'm going to be talking to the people on the TV.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just telling them because,
I was wondering what you were doing.
I know you were. She's like, who in the heck are you talking to?
Yeah.
Not Mir's me, but...
Hey.
I mean, I go on the TV, on the radio.
Nice.
You're going to have to shh when I say shh.
Sorry. I didn't know you were talking.
I've helped my women make... Yeah.
Yeah.
I've helped my women make millions. Higher millions. This is no exaggeration. None. One company that was owned by a woman, I helped her make $22.9 million in 5 quarters. I got some secrets for you. You might want to still tune in on 1100 because you're missing some of how it sounds on the radio, the commercials. 10 seconds.
Damn, where's the spoon at?
Go get me a spoon. Go get me a spoon. Hello, we're back again. This is Dr. Kim in the studio at Independent Talk 1100 KFNX. This is the Entrepreneur Talk Radio Show. I'm so glad to have you here with me, my friends. Today we are talking about phenomenal black businesswoman, and then here we go. Hi, Miss Jenkins.
Hello, Dr. Kim.
How are you?
Hello, everybody. Oh, I'm great.
You're great.
It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon.
Yes.
Yes.
I would call you a phenomenal black businesswoman.
Well, I just call myself an American out here trying to hustle on a struggle.
Amen. So as we get started, I want to start with, for this segment, the Lord is going to show you the way and guide you through which you are to use your sight, which is that of spiritual. You have some major tasks ahead of you, sister girl, and you can get the job done. You're going to be asked to do a lot of many things that you kind of can't quite understand what they are, but Jehovah has commanded you and tells you, rest assured, he has got your back. When you begin to look ahead and wonder who's there waiting for you, it is Jehovah and Christ himself. Know that you are loved, and the future of all mankind rests in your spirit. Find yourself, find your journey, and find your goal. Do it to it. This is Dr. Kim. Oh, and I open my eyes and the Lord says, and you're here. Now, back really quick. When Eve brought original sin in, the idea was that the female brought in this abomination into existence. In that same theory, we women have the ability to bring in the most beautiful arrangement of love, business, technology, entrepreneurship, family, community. All the gifts of the spirit that are in its strength rest within the woman. We are co-creators. So as I acknowledge and celebrate my women, specifically because very often we're the last ones to be celebrated. I'm choosing to celebrate us because I know of the great accomplishments that we can do. And I want to talk about phenomenal businesswomen. And although Heidi left, it's really important for me to show and demonstrate. For example, I know Sharice Araby. She might still be watching. Sharice Araby is I don't even want to go into her spiritual accreditation. I want to go into her soul accreditation. When she came to my class at first and we talked about her starting her business, I could feel the spirit inside of her. And there were so many things that she wanted to do and things that she needed. And she was right at the point where she was about to explode. Oftentimes, we women, we get to places where we're not quite sure what we need to do to go to the next level. And we're either afraid to ask, don't know the right questions, and so we sit still. No, not Sharice. She's like, this is what I need. This is what I need. And wait, do you have enough time after this meeting? So after the meeting, I told her everything that I've given her and anything else she needs, I'll just send to her. Well, a friend of mine or a working partner said, well, she's going to be a client. We're going to bring her on. And you'll find if you ever work with me that many times the things I'm giving you are due for you. This was in the past. We're moving forward. I didn't charge for them. I had to understand what the purpose of the charge was. But in that move, I was able to say, these are the things I know you need. And give them these things so that they could grow into their greatest accomplishments. Being a woman is challenging because so many people disbelieve, but because a lot of our knowledge and information isn't quite up to speed. So let me explain. When I was in law school, I was taking, not law school, graduate school, I was taking statistics, and one of my professors said, the reason why women are dissatisfied with their employment or earn less is because of the chosen job fields, chosen career areas, chosen workforce connections. And my thought was, that's not fair. And I felt like it was almost discrimination, but it was true. We women choose different roles in the past, not anymore. But that still has no bearing on can we accomplish the goal. As women, you have to recognize the tools that you have. And one of the greatest tools is other women. If you miss out on selling to other women, so I don't know how many sisters I've seen pass me, I'm the wrong one to pass, sweetie, because I will give you the world by just you smiling at me and appreciating me. And there's no one else who can do what I can do. I can turn your entire business around by just sending you a few things after a conversation, and your whole life will be changed. Or if by just speaking to me and I feel the need, I will pray over you, bless your spirit, and everything that you create and nothing but abundance will follow you. As sisters, we spend so much time not finding commonality, not finding common ground, that we miss out on the fact that we were created to be common. We see the same, we have the same challenges, we have the same journeys, the same struggles, the same family members. Why would we not stand united to accomplish the same feat, which is accomplishment? If our community is to rise, it's not because there's 1,000 men out there marching, and there's nothing to say about men. Men have been marching. That's why things have been getting done. Because not only do they march, they show up at the polls. I mean, when you look at the numbers, we are now tripling the numbers of everything that is going on. But we've got a lot to do because we are co-creators, meaning God put the footprint of life in us. And if I am a descendant of Eve, God put the footprint of life all up in us. That's what I mean to say. Because you know what you have to do, what you can accomplish, and who's going to help you accomplish it. And if you allow yourself to be challenged by the fact that it's not working the way you want it to, it's not supposed to. This is God's plan. Your business is the fact that when it comes to being phenomenal, you understand that phenomenal means that you had ups, you had downs, you had journeys, and you had challenges. But now you're going to reach out to other sister girls and you're going to assist. You're not going to look like, what is this sister doing? You're going to say, what can I help you, sister, in your journey?
You're going to recognize other life journeys.
Exactly.
And struggles.
Exactly. I think because, Heidi, are you on? Can you hear?
Hello?
Heidi's like,
should be.
I think because, I think she's on now. Yeah, there she goes. I think that the challenge is that we as women don't realize if you're stuck in a spot, it's because there's a woman out there that you need to reach out to, and until you do, you cannot move forward.
She's there to help you through your struggle.
Yes. Whatever it is, it's a woman at the helm of it. And it's not a woman that you're going to sit there and...
It's a sisterhood.
Yes. But sisterhood is not gossip. It's not degrading other women. It's not belittling any woman. It's not talking about what someone's wearing, talking about what someone's doing, unless it's positive.
A careful thought.
Yes.
A careful thought.
I would say a careful, compassionate thought to that person.
That's true.
I mean, because so often I'm sitting in a group and I'm getting eyes and I'm getting this, and I could be wrong, but I know I'm not because I feel it and I have brought it to the sister's attention, and I know a lot of times we don't even recognize it. It's such a habit. Well, not only is it's feelings.
A lot of times we're not allowed to have feelings, so you have feelings.
I know. Well, this is my challenge.
Yeah.
I think so many people say that God, Jehovah, is not in business, that they forget the parable where the angels, you talking to someone, it might be an angel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing in business.
Yeah.
Oftentimes you'll be talking to someone that God has sent to you to help bless your business, and you're so busy looking over the sister that you didn't miss the fact she's going to change it.
And you never know. You could be stopping at a grocery store and give somebody 50 cents or $1. It's the little things.
It's the little things. But it's not just giving money. I think people think when you say giving, exactly.
Advice, telling
yes.
them where to go get their hair done.
Yes.
It could be any little thing. Any little thing.
Yeah, it becomes a blessing.
That's
and
how I met Miss Stephanie Coleman. She's a phenomenal businesswoman.
Oh, really?
And hairdresser here in Arizona. She just moved here, and that's how I met her. She just walked up to me and gave me her hair card one day. And I was in the 99-cent store. She couldn't believe I was in the 99-cent
Wow.
store. I love the
99-cent store. Well, okay, so I want to talk about at one of Pat's events. Now, I normally dress up. So if you see me out, I wear all blue. I'm flamed. And the purpose is because it's spiritual fire. And many people look and go, what on earth? And I've even been called Blue Devil, which is really ironic because the whole purpose is if you've ever seen anything spiritual, you'll see the iridescent blue hues and the purples and pinks.
Alexandrite.
I know you think about yeah, because that's a spiritual color. I'm doing the blue or the cobalt blue. And so at one of the events, I had so many people that were like running from me, not wanting to talk to me. And they're not recognizing that I'm in the battle or the journey for the Lord. Yeah, and it's my power, and I'm very powerful. And I'm like trying to talk to a couple sisters, which I'm not, which will remain unnamed. And I'm like, whoa, and they're trying to run away from me. I'm thinking to myself, as high as you are now, you ain't as high as Jehovah. He has brought you to unite, and if you choose not to unite, it'll only be to your detriment. Because I have something in my spirit for you, and if you choose not to receive it.
There's others that are running to you. That
I know.
your help.
Oh, I doubt.
So let them run away.
That's where I've come to. But my thing is to give a warning to sisters that there's someone out there that has a gift for you and a blessing, and you never know if she's the one that you're passing.
Right.
You never know if she's the one that you just rolled your eyes at, or when she said hello, you didn't speak back.
Yep.
You don't know that.
You never know.
And as women, I mean, it's not that we just need a shoulder to cry on.
No, we just need to hear.
Each other. Yes.
And have somebody, know that you're not the only one out there alone dealing with the same life struggles.
Yes.
Your kid won't go to bed at 8 o'clock. Your husband's late coming home for dinner and he didn't bring any ice cream home.
Yes. So as we're not going into break yet, but in the next two segments, what we're going to do is we're going to flip. And we're going to start talking about what you and I are doing business-wise. We're going to show you what phenomenal business women really do. And I'm going to give you like a behind the insider view of the empires that Heidi and I are building. And you kind of want to know because they're billion-dollar empires. And if you're in the city of Phoenix or the state of Arizona, you will be touching one of our businesses within the next 10 years. Yes. Guaranteed.
Awesomely.
So I'm kind of reaching my hand out and saying to all my other sisters, if you'd like to be on this journey, where we will be literally conquering business, not just in Arizona, worldwide, nationwide.
Now I'm internationally known. So
internationally.
Worldwide.
And this is not a game.
No.
We're creating empire builders, looking for phenomenal businesswomen. I could call you out, which I will when the end of the show comes, who I think are phenomenal businesswomen. But right now, before we go to break, put your britches on, get your notepad and your note, make sure your pen doesn't run out of ink. You're going to want to write these notes down. We're going to show you how me and Heidi are making, or Heidi and I are making billions. Don't go anywhere. This is the Entrepreneur Talk Radio Show. I got one. Oh, I still got some time. I got time.
Look, time. We love time around here.
We do. We've been so busy that if you've seen me kind of like fluctuating with the amount of my posting, you can catch me on the Entrepreneur Talk Radio Show app that's available in the Google Store. I also have 3 new entrepreneur games, the Entrepreneur Dress Up, the Entrepreneur Memory Game, and you can also stream our show live in the Google app on the Entrepreneur Talk Radio Show.
Yes.
Yeah.
We just got that up.
Yeah. Yeah. We're really excited.
I know, we are.
We're doing big things. Don't you go anywhere.
And I got a bunch of apps coming out.
I know she does. This is Dr. Kim, and this is the Entrepreneur Talk Radio Show, and Heidi's in the house. Hey, we'll see you back in a minute at Independent Talk, 1100 KFNX.
Brighten your day.
Amen. Yeah, you was quiet. You the bestest this baby ever in the
There
world.
with no spoons around here.
We can do a spoon. Okay. So,
I got my spoon in the car.
as far as business is going, I'm going to give you a couple secrets. Yeah, you should have a website. I keep telling Heidi that. You should have a website.
Yes.
Even if you have a landing page that just says, coming soon, you should have.
I used to.
Yeah, you probably should have a couple websites per product brand, so that people can see you're developing it, even if it's doing nothing. There's several websites that you can get it for free. So you're literally just getting on the website, setting up a landing page saying, this product or this book or this. You want to have a face in e-commerce. You need to have a mobile app. I showed a friend of mine how to do mobile apps, and now he's charging me $5,000. Well, he was. But I'm going to show you how to do it too. And you should have Heidi said no. You should have a mobile app that's either selling your product, introducing your business, so that you can show people that and they can download it and you can kind of use it as a tool instead of going, let me show you my website.
I'll tell you how to do it.
Yes. You should have a Facebook page. You should have your whole social media set up. Business nowadays is not they're walking into my store. It's almost all e-commerce, meaning you should have a face and a presence on the web. No, it's okay. Yeah, so.
Keep trying to keep quiet.
Thank you. You're doing such a wonderful job.
I know.
Yeah. So we're gonna tell them about the CPS show coming.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're really excited. We're going to be doing a multi-series show on CPS, Child Protective Services, who's governing them. And we have an app coming out. Actually, 2 apps for the show. We're going to have a lot of people coming on to visit. Everything we're doing is about helping parents, men and women, stop the mirror, and fighting CPS.
Yeah, and this legalized kidnapping of our grandchildren and children of the state.
Yeah. Heidi was saying it's legalized kidnapping. And so because a lot of women and men...
I would really like Robert Ortega to get a hold of me from the Arizona Republic. I really want to talk with him because he's the one doing this undercover investigation. He got a grant for $250,000.
Oh, right. Who's that?
Robert
Ortega?
Yes, over at Arizona Republic.
Yeah, Dolores Tropicano's the Arizona Republic too. She does the PR.
Yeah, they brought him in to do that.
Yeah.
I'd really like to know what his deal is.
Yeah. I don't think I give enough time to like our taking over the community.
Yeah. Oh, well, I plan on it.
Well, that's what they were going to do for the next 2. That way I can, I'm not giving secrets. But I'm going to help my sister girls with their strategy.
We need to help our fathers.
Yeah, but that's another show.
Arizona fathers,
that's another show. Though. We always got to give some time of our show to, nothing against men, but part of being a strong man is having a strong woman and knowing how to support her. That we always know how to support our men because we've been watching how to support our men and deciding, everything we have is about how to make your man happy, how to make your man satisfied, how to cook for your man. I think it's good for men to really, when they really love someone.
I want to just lay in the bed and let my man do whatever he needs to do.
Oh, I'm glad that they didn't see you sing.
My days are over bossing people around, except for you.
Yeah.
Kim, get it done.
Yeah.
Get it done.
Yeah. Yeah. Jesus, your love is so amazing. It takes me high. I like that song.
Well, I need to put a video up on the website.
Yeah.
I sent it to your mom.
Because people are always like, that's Clarissa Jenkins.
Hallelujah, baby.
Yeah. Y'all don't know. Yeah. Here we go.